Chico, don't be discouraged. The man, he ain't so hard to understand. Chico.
Partner, relax. Now, that's only Chico. That's Julio's goat. He won't hurt you.
Don't tell me. I know all about goats.
No, they will for Chico and the man.
Chico wouldn't hurt a fly.
All right, y'all. Me and Tony gonna be doing something a little bit different here. It would seem that, and I'm gonna go ahead and say the nigga's name because he went ahead and he dropped your name in his last video.
Chico.
Yeah, Chico, aka Taz Exclusives. He got this video called The Pale Pookie, some shit. And in that video, he was talking about Tony. And he was just going off on tangents, going all over the place. It sounded crazy to me, sounded super fucking bizarre. Things that, I mean, he's blatantly contradicting himself in his other video that he made that was addressed to Tony. You know what I mean? So basically, this video, he's going in on the white dude, what's his name, Jason Pope, who he's all in the news now because he went ahead and allegedly had sex with underage black girls, right? And so Taz is talking about, he's a trick, that's detrimental to the community, tricking, and you know, he's a predator, he's predating on all young black women's and all, you know, just making this dude out to be a super vicious, malicious monster, you know what I'm saying? So I just found that kind of strange, man, because I'm not going to do it justice. I'm going to let Tony basically talk about it, man, but it's just the whole concept of making sense just kind of left the building with Chico. Chico. So Tony,
Chico.
what did you notice, right, in the goddamn, man, I don't even know how to even, my brain's just scrambled just thinking about how contradictory all this shit is. I can't keep up with it, man. What would you like to say about the blatant contradictions in this latest video that is pertaining to you?
And that's the thing, though, man. It's like, I think Chico's on lean, dog. Let's just say it. I think Chico is on lean.
Okay.
You know, I think Chico's addicted to cough syrup. That's what I think. I don't think he's just a weed head.
Right.
I think he's a lean head too, dog.
Okay.
You know, or as they call it here, or as they used to call it here in Dayton, mud. You know, I think he's a lean head. I think he's a mud head because I can't make heads nor tails of this shit. I can't, because before I was a dupe and a sucker because I was giving the bitches $35 more than what his niggas was giving them. You know, he was saying that the bitches was actually playing me.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He said they were playing me because they're only calling me when they want their cell phone bill. So how I go from being a sugar daddy, for paying cell phone bills, to being a nigga that's pimping underage bitches?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I was being predated upon.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's fucking me up, man. I thought I was the one that was, I thought I was the mark. You know, I thought I was the sucker because he was saying they only call you when they want their bill paid. And he took great offense to me saying, I mean, he went so far as to say that he took great offense to me saying that my balls is going to be on their lips when the bills are due. But then now, I'm no different. I'm the blind trick now. Wait a minute. Am I the white explorer or the blind? Okay. I'm one of them. I don't know. I'm the white boy or I'm the blind trick. One of them. And I done gone from being the sugar daddy, the sugar daddy who's the sucker, to pedophile. I'm the pimping pedophile now.
Yeah, he had the nerve to actually compare you to the white boy, man, Jason Pope and shit.
Yeah, I'm a threat to the community. Ain't that a bitch? I'm paying cell phone bills and I'm a threat to the community. I'm getting gamed by a bitch who need her lights on, but I'm the menace to society. Really?
I had to goddamn like, it's funny, man, because I'm listening to the video and my brain was so scrambled listening to that shit. I was rubbing my eyes. I was like, how do you rub your eyes listening to the video? Because I couldn't understand it. I was like, wait a second. Like, is he actually trying to equate Tony with the Jason cat that was pimping underage bitches? You know what I mean? I was like, wait a minute, but Tony was supposed to be the sucker, the lame, the mark. Wait a minute now.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, it's one.
Now my 75 is equivalent to exploiting underage bitches. And I'm giving them $30 more than his niggas that are tricking for 40. So if I'm exploiting at 75, what does that make his niggas that's tricking at 40?
Yeah, he ain't got no smoke for his niggas that's tricking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Maybe you cats need to go and check that out. He got a video out. What was it called? Sugar Daddy something. But, he holds his partners, man, in pretty much high regard, man, high esteem when they get.
But I'm the bad guy when I'm giving them $35 more. How the fuck that work?
You the bad guy because you exploiting them when you tip them $35 more than his niggas.
So his niggas are being stingy and leaving them at the $40 mark. But because I'm paying a gratuity, I'm exploiting the hoes.
Bottom line, it just seems like tricking is only evil only if he don't like you.
Yeah.
That's what it
if
seems like.
If he don't like the motherfuckers doing it.
Yeah. That's what it seems like to me. Cause I'm like, wait a second, man. Like you gotta like be consistent on this shit, bro. Come on, man. Be consistent, Chico. Come on, man. Like I said, man, his video where he was talking about Tony, there really wasn't much material in it to glean anything from. So from time to time, if we hear anything ridiculous, we'll come on here and we'll piece it together, but we'll pick it apart and we'll go ahead and give our commentary on it, man, because please don't make it this easy, Chico. Don't make it this easy, man. Don't make it this easy, man. Bruh.
Chico. Chico saying this shit from Mexico. Come on, Chico. Chico.
I don't get it.
8 O's in Mexico.
8 O's in Mexico.
I'm trying to figure out, dog. I seriously think Chico's doing Molly, dog. I seriously think Chico's doing Molly, man.
I don't know.
Chico's on Molly. He's on lean. He gotta be on something to come up with this harebrained ass reasoning. I'm tipping bitches. Dog.
And you are, you a danger to the community, man.
I'm a danger to the community.
Shit. But just the other day, you was a sucker, though.
That's what I'm saying. I was a sucker the other day because I was giving up more than what his niggas pay. So I suppose if I pay a bitch's rent, I should be on death row.
So I guess we should just say, which is it? Chico, which is it, man? Is Tony, is he pimping or is he tricking? And I mean, what is he? Is he a danger or is he an asset or is it?
That's what I'm saying.
Huh?
I'm trying to figure. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, shit, goddamn. Okay, wait a minute. I was a sugar daddy. I didn't even qualify to be a trick.
Right. You just a sugar daddy.
That's what I'm saying. I was below a trick. I'm an old ass lonely sugar daddy. who bitches are preying on me for $75.
That's right. You ain't no player.
They preying on me. I ain't preying on them.
Mm-hmm.
They're predating on me.
Yeah, you ain't no player. That's obvious.
No, I'm not a player.
Chico said
because he said what I'm doing. Chico said I'm not doing player shit.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Chico said I am not a player at all. Chico said that me and niggas like me are not players. As a matter of fact, we're lonely suckers because we're paying 30% gratuity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But fast forward to today, and what?
I'm the white boy with a brown overcoat flashing, young bitches, and, I'm Chester, the child molester.
Shit, man. Now you're a danger to the community.
Now I'm a danger. I'm a menace to society. I help bitches to continue to communicate. If it wasn't for me, they wouldn't be in a house with lights on.
Man.
If it wasn't for me, they wouldn't have hot water to wash their ass. If it wasn't for me, they wouldn't have heat in the winter. But I'm the menace to society when they come in to me to help keep their bills on. I'm a menace for that. I'm a menace. I ain't no player, I'm a menace.
Today you was a menace.
Today I'm a menace. But his niggas that's giving them $40, I guess they must be players.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they can't be menaces. No. Because he co-signed they tricking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the general theme through this whole video, was like how tricking is detrimental to the neighborhood and how it creates certain bad scenarios and situations that can get young black girls exploited. So let me go ahead and talk about that right quick, because I have an extensive knowledge of so-called young black girls. Of course, you do know that I did foster care, right, Tony?
Right.
And of course, my hustle used to be adult entertainment, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. Well, he's running around here, 13 years old. They're victims. Now, look, let me go ahead and qualify this. Hit you with my disclaimer. Of course, it is very unfortunate that anyone is exploited and anyone is taken advantage of, be they male or female and underage. Okay, but there is a line that must be drawn in the sand. Are they really victims? Are they really being exploited? I, as a foster parent, I know of many individuals, many men who were brought up on charges from 8, 9, and 10-year-old girls. Yes, 8, 9, 10-year-old girls. They were brought up on charges by these girls, and these girls swore up and down that these men were sexually molesting them. And guess what? I'm going to call them bitches, were lying. Okay? Because basically what we had to do is we had to catch these females and set them up. All we had was a recorder. And, we caught them dead to rights. There was a lot of them that just basically went to the men who were doing foster care and said, if you don't do what I want you to do, I'm going to tell the foster agency that you're touching me. At this young age, they know the game. At this young age, they know the game. In order to get what they want, all they got to do is scream rape. Right? So, Big Mike, in his infinite wisdom, in doing his hustle out here in the streets, I've had at least 7 to 8 females try and lie to me and give me fake IDs and say that they're of age. Yeah, they don't care about the shit I can get twisted up in. No. Fuck you. Pay me. All they care about is, they want to do the hustle. They want to live the life. They want to be on the grind. And one of the ways that they was going to do that is make some fast money by getting into adult entertainment. Right? But fortunately for me, I had sense, and I went ahead and I vetted them, and I looked up their social security numbers and their IDs and whatnot, and they were lying. Like, no, bitch, this is a fake ID. No, and come to find out, many of them were like 14 and 15 years old, right? So, no, every so-called female child is not a goddamn victim. No, bullshit. Call shenanigans on that shit, man. Not unlike Chico, who's basically making a blanket statement, and he's making all of these females out to be just like Mary Poppins, man. Making them out to be Laura Ingalls. Like they can't do no wrong. And I'm thinking to myself, once again, this is a street nigga? Really? This is a street nigga, right? You haven't met any females out there who are just she-devils, even though they may be underage? Well, I've met a lot, man. So you'll never catch me making blanket statements of that nature, man. But yet still, I will qualify that, and I'll let you know. Any grown man playing with children, they get what they get, and they should get what they deserve. But all of these so-called underage children ain't innocent.
Well, you got to keep in mind, back when we did the R. Kelly video,
right? You
remember that bitch LaRonda Pace?
Yeah.
Geronda or LaRonda, I think it was Geronda. She met R. Kelly on the steps of the courthouse when he was going in the courtroom to be tried in a criminal case for having underage sexual relations and peeing on a 14-year-old girl. Met him on the steps, lied about her age just so she could get along with him, suck his dick, and then told him after the fact. And not only did she lie about her age, she brought her friend in there. She brought one of her friends in there and turned one of her friends out with arguing. And now she walking around here today like she's some kind of victim. She done introduced when she was underage, lied about her age, did what she did, and not only was she, not only did she have the nerve to do some bullshit like that, but she brought in one of her friends. She introduced her friend to the game. So was Geronda Pace innocent? No. Not to me, she wasn't.
But the Chico, yeah, she's innocent. Yeah, he the type of nigga that'll let these broads get away with murder, man.
Well, that's what these hoteppers do.
Right.
Because they need, you know what it is. You know what it is. I explain what it is. They need to lay up on these bitches.
Yeah, that's where their money coming from, man.
From the broad. That's where their money coming from and going to.
So they extremely friendly to the broads.
Yeah, they need to lionize these bitches. But if you stop and think about it, nobody's exploiting bitches more than they are. But I'm exploiting them. I'm not laying up on them, but I'm exploiting them because I'm giving them $35 more.
And his partners are the ones that's actually being good to him by shorting them.
Yeah. They're shorting them. They're playing them cheap, but they're being good to them. But I'm exploiting them, and I'm giving them $35 over what they should get.
You can't make this shit up, man. Hey,
not at all.
Look, nigga, you got to try hard.
And then it's like, okay, he must not understand. One, I don't even fuck with kids that are teenagers. I don't even fuck with women that are teenagers. Right. I don't fuck with women that are teenagers. The females that I fuck with, all of them have been over 25 years of age. Right. So where he got that from, and here's the thing, I was fucking with them when they had a nigga just like him at home.
Oh, you getting personal now, son.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah, I know.
They had a nigga just like him at home.
I know. Yeah, I remember. Ridiculous ass thought process that all these females is innocent.
Yeah,
like,
all of the victims.
Man. Really? How long you been traveling in these streets, man, for you to make a stupid ass statement like that? These motherfuckers, these broads, these 12, 13, 14, 15 could be the most cutthroat, grimy, evil ass little cunts you ever want to meet, man. For real. Shit.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but again, like I said, I don't fuck with any woman that's under 25. Never have.
Right.
Never have. I've never messed with a girl that was under 25. Never.
Mm.
Oh, but I'm taking advantage. Oh, I'm taking advantage of their weakness because they coming to me. How the fuck does that happen? We don't call them.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
How are we taking advantage of them? You calling me? I'm not calling you. I'm not going. We're not going by their houses and asking what's up with them. He act like I just got like $75 on the hook and I'm just waving it in front of the bitch's face. Come here. Come get in the car. Come get in the car. No. These hoes are calling for help and assistance. They're calling me. That's what you said, right? They only call me when they need money for the cell phone bill.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, we trading. What? We trading. It's a fair exchange.
Shit's ridiculous, man. So one day, this dude says that you are the lowest of the low because you don't have no player bones in your body. These broads is basically taking advantage of you because you's a mark, you's a sucker, you's a buster. Now today, because we got this super duper story out now with the white boy Jason Pope, who allegedly fucked all these young black women. Now I guess he feels, what's the word I'm looking for?
I'm the black Jason Pope.
Yeah, I guess he feels in order to get at you, he feels the need to try and equate you with Jason Pope, while all the while forgetting that yesterday he painted you the exact opposite of Jason Pope.
And then on top of that, went off on the bitches that agreed with me.
Mm-hmm.
The women agreed with the women sit there and co-sign what I said.
Right.
He went off on them. Why y'all hoes agreeing with that? Why y'all agreeing with that? He ain't doing nothing but, he's doing this. Y'all agreeing to that dumbass shit he's saying? Y'all just agreeing to anything. And then he comes back to me and he says, well, when he brought the conversation back to me, it's like, well, you're being disrespected by the same women that's turning you down, that's rejecting you. The same women co-signing that shit you saying are, those are the same women that are rejecting you. So why you listening to them? I can't believe y'all co-signing this dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, nigga, me and R. Kelly first cousins.
Oh, okay.
How the fuck that work?
Shit.
Which one is it? Am I a sucker? Am I a sugar daddy? Am I a trick? Am I a pedophile? Am I a pimp? Am I a menace to society? I mean, which one is it? I'm helping bitches get out the dark. I'm helping bitches stay out of the dark. I'm helping them keep their cell phone bills on. I'm helping them keep their shit. I'm helping them stay above water with a 30% gratuity. How am I the bad guy?
Oh, shit. Yeah, man. I guess he's anointed himself the morality police, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, that's what it is. But see, his thing is, he thinks, again, like you said, you're right. He thinks that these are innocent babes. These ain't innocent babes. A lot of these girls are mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom bitches.
Man. Yeah, I'm like, he's got to be just pandering just to get some donations, nigga. Like, there's no way you believe that shit.
I mean, damn, you that thirsty for a super chat?
Fuck out of here, man. Like, nigga. Like, really? You ain't met no grimy ass, cutthroat ass, fucked up ass preteen broads? They're out there. They are out there, man. Oh, no.
Well, and it's like, case in point, I won't call her name. We have, one of the mainstays, Isaiah's favorite home.
Mm-hmm.
Her daughter, you see, when she was 14, she was sucking dick at 14, 15, and 16.
Okay.
And now she is of age, and she is following in her mama's footsteps.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, she been wild since a teenager. Now, I'm not co-signing doing no shit like that. I would never do that.
Mm-hmm.
But under his theory, oh no, she's not doing anything like that. No. She's a wholesome young teenager.
Shit.
This bitch is dick clutching in the park. What are you talking about, wholesome teenager? She is double dick clutching
This was
in
at
the
12.
park.
This was at 12.
At 12.
Mm-hmm.
This bitch got a dick in each hand by the swing set.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that? They gonna say, well, if she's dysfunctional, and she, okay, all right. So now the question is, if she's dysfunctional, if she's so-called quote unquote dysfunctional, okay, why is her behavior consistent? I mean, she was dick clutching at 12.
Right.
She's 18. She's dick clutching at 18. Sometimes, man, people are just fucked up. That's just what it is. Sometimes people are just fucked up for whatever reason, whatever you want to call it. You can say that it is bad parenting. It is a dysfunctional family structure. You can say it's poverty, whatever you want to say, whatever reason or excuse or justification or rationalization you want to use. Sometimes, man, people are just fucked up. They're just fucked up. And to sit up and idealize these people all the time and say, well, okay, no, they're not victims. These motherfuckers know what they're doing.
Goddamn right they know what they're doing, man.
Now, they may not can appreciate, you can certainly make the argument, okay, well, they can't appreciate the long-term consequences. You can certainly make that argument, but they ain't thinking about them goddamn long-term consequences when they do it.
Nope.
They ain't thinking about that shit. They want to do what they want to do when they want to do it. So what you gonna say to that?
You gotta treat them like, I hate to say adults, man, but, I give no one any quarter, man, when it comes to this sort of thing, man.
Dog, in some states, when they do adult crimes,
right,
they do adult time.
Right.
In some states, for some criminal acts they do, they charge them kids as adults.
Which I'm all for. I'm all for it, Just like with this Jason Pope cat, if this is true, what's going on, and like I say, if, because unlike most niggas, I just don't read the articles and I just don't listen to the goddamn news and just be like, okay, it's an open and shut case. Because I know how people can be misled and lied to by the media, man. Just like when they said, oh yeah, he sexually assaulted the girls. I'm like, well, what does that mean, sexually assaulted? Because we went through this shit with Cosby. You know what I mean? Like, what does that mean, sexually assaulted? You got to give me a little bit more than that. You know what I mean? That could mean, he just slapped him on the ass or some shit. You know what I mean? Or you can say, yeah, he sexually assaulted the underage girls knowingly. You know what I mean? We're like, well, that may or may not be true. You have to give me a little bit more info on that, because I've been in plenty of situations where I was actually in a car with an underage girl where she was trying to pass herself off as 18. And shit could have went left. She could have left that car and she could have lied on me and said, Big Mike touched me. And I'm only 14. You know what I mean? And just to get back at me because I wouldn't fuck with her because I found out that she's not 18. But the media get a hold of that and they'll just blow that shit all out of proportion.
Yeah, because they don't hold her accountable for shit.
Right.
She ain't accountable for nothing. Not even her own conscious, purposeful fuckery. She's not accountable for anything.
So,
and is it any wonder that when they get older, you know, they act the way they do? Is it any wonder why when they get older, they think that they can get away with murder? Motherfucker be dead wrong. You know, walk into a store and be stealing and shit, and then talking about you violating their rights when you catch them stealing. You know, you violating their constitutional right. You being racist against them when you know, catch them doing some bullshit. When you catch them stealing your shit, you catch them in your store boosting. You catch them in your store doing all kind of out of pocket shit. I mean, I knew bitches that were going in the stores, dog. They were stealing, you know, like $5 earrings. You know, just cheap shit, just bullshit, just trivial shit.
Right.
And then when they got arrested, you know, when they got arrested and they got caught, you know, the Koreans are racist. Bitch, you stealing.
Ooh-wee. But we got these super niggas out here, you know, oh, how dare y'all blame the victim. Like, nigga, if you don't shut up with that stupid ass shit, like, man, just look at the facts, man. That's all I want is the goddamn facts. And if the Jason Pope cat is actually, if he actually has a pattern of doing this, I haven't really checked out all the shit that's on this dude, man, because really this, I mean, just to be honest, the story didn't really interest me, man. But if he's showing a pattern of actually dealing with underage girls sexually, yeah, he deserved, he had a book thrown at him, man. But I require some evidence, man. I'm just not trying to hear the shit being read in a book or seen in the news or whatever. You know, I like to sit back and I like for all the evidence, man, to come on in. Shit. The same way we did Cosby, you know, that's the same way I do this.
Exactly.
You know, I wait for the shit to come in, man, before I deliver my verdict, man. And due to the fact that I've been involved in this sort of shit my whole, about 20 years, man, I have a unique insight to it that most niggas just don't have, man. And it's obvious that Chico, he don't have this sort of insight, man. I do believe he just definitely pandering to get some super chats, man, because a grown-ass man really just can't be this goddamn blind and naive, man. To say that all of them are innocent, fuck out of here with that shit, man. Even if they are underage, I require that they hold some responsibility for what the fuck they do.
That's a part of them growing up. Just to hold them accountable. You know, but I guess Chico, he didn't get that memo. Chico didn't get that memo. And you know, these are young girls, and you know, I'm just a terror in the community. You know, I gotta be stopped. I gotta be put down because I got the nerve to give these bitches $35 more than what his niggas get. How dare I do some shit like that? I'm a blight on the community.
Right.
Me. Mr. 75.
Right.
I belong hanging in the post office with the rest of the fugitives.
Bruh. Only way to stop this shit, man, is to hold all parties accountable for what they do. You know, that's the only way to do it. You know, if you a young little chick and you hot in the ass, there's got to be some sort of consequences and repercussions for the shit that you're doing. The same way for a grown-ass man. A grown-ass man participating in this sort of shit with an underage child, which society deems underage, you got to get that smoke too. But you just can't let one off. That emboldens that party, the party that doesn't get any consequences and repercussions, man. You know. Yeah,
because all you're doing is setting an example for the next motherfucker that want to do some shit like that.
Right, exactly.
You know. That's all you're doing. You know, you are weaponizing, you know, you're weaponizing their irresponsibility.
Right.
That's what you're doing. You know, but I guess that's okay with Chico.
Because he's pandering to get super chats.
Yep. Chico want that super chat money.
Yeah, they all innocent. Fuck out of here, man. The motherfucking fat ass bitches, they all ain't innocent, man.
Chico in Mexico say they innocent.
Chico in Mexico.
Chico in Mexico. Chico from Mexico says they're innocent.
Right. Mm-hmm. What we gonna do, dog? What we gonna do? Well,
hey. You said it a long time ago, and I fought it as long as I could.
IQ?
I can't fight it no more, man. I can't fight it no more, man. I can't.
It's hard to fight it, man.
I can't fight it no more. Fuck it, I give up.
Right, man.
I mean, I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it's I don't know, man.
I don't know,
like I said before, man, I think Chico's on lean. I think Chico doing lean, dog.
All right, well, shit, this has gone actually longer than I expected, man. But, yeah, we just want to come in here because whenever we see glaring... Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, whenever we see glaring hypocrisy and contradictions, man, we got to hit it on the spot, man. And Chico is full of glaring hypocrisy and contradictions, man. Daily, from day to day, he keeps switching up his position on shit, man. It's like, my nigga, what?
Make goat cheese out of Chico.
Make goat cheese?
Goat cheese.
You gonna make goat cheese out of Chico.
Make goat cheese out of Chico.
Right. Man, that's what's up, man. All right, man. Shit, that's all I got to say, man. You know, shit, I don't know if I'm gonna put this up or save it for when we get some more info on some silly shit this nigga say. I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends. So you ready, Tony? Ready to bounce, man? You want to go ahead and give me your last words?
Hey, I'm out of here, Chico. I'm going to be a menace to society, Chico.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep being a menace to society.
Right.
And I got this 75. I had this 75 yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I got this 75 today. And I'm going to have this 75 tomorrow until they lock me up, Chico. Until they come get me, Chico.
Mm.
Until they get me. You know, maybe I can get an F5 like you, Chico. But I ain't going to run for my P.O., Chico.
That's what's up, nigga. Shit. Okay, that's what you got, man. That's it?
That's it, man. There's nothing else to say. That shit was so retarded. We can address it, you know, and we did address it.
Yeah.
But that shit was borderline moronic. It was just completely it was completely stupid. It was just
one thing
scatterbrained and muddle-headed.
Well, check it out. One thing that we have to do, right, because people will be saying, and I think we proved this in our last podcast, man. Not only will we do some silly shit, man, and just get in your ass on some, I guess you could say docs and shit. Yeah, we'll go there, but at the same time, we will trash and destroy your talking points or whatever sort of viewpoint you have too. We will address that shit. You know what I mean? So it ain't like we just sitting up and we dealing with.
It's like we fucking with people.
Nah, we will first address the bullshit, your talking points or whatever sort of argument you have, and then, you know, if shit get really, really ugly, then we'll get personal. You know what I'm saying? And so that's basically what this was right here. We seen some talking points. Once again, it didn't make any goddamn sense. And we kept it clean. And we just addressed the talking points that didn't make any sense. And that conflicted. And seemed hypocritical. So that's the main reason why we just did this, man. You know, because cats, for some reason, think that we can't retaliate or we can't refute or rebut anyone without getting personal. I think it's pretty much...
Well, here's the thing. They kill me with that shit because those niggas be personal.
Yeah.
You know, they're not doing any intellectual debate or intellectual rigor.
Right.
They're personal. They're doing personal shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then they think, okay, because they're being personal, you're supposed to be objective.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody on this motherfucker being objective.
Mm-hmm.
You see, everybody on here dissing and low key, you know, doing all kind of out of pocket shit. You know, especially if ain't nobody bothering you. You see what I'm saying? Because really, truth be told, man, I go out of my way to leave people alone, man.
Right.
You don't catch me on a lot of these panels, and that's the reason I don't go on a lot of these panels, because a lot of these niggas are involved in a whole lot of beefs with other people, and I try to stay out of that. I'm not in the beef, man. But hey, man, I'm gonna defend myself, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna defend myself, and if you can't understand that, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You know, I'm going to defend. I don't bother anybody, man. I don't bother anybody. I leave people alone, man. You know, but you know, if you come at me, man, look, man, over here on this channel, we are the counts of clapback. We are the sultans of shade.
Man, these niggas just don't know, boy. I be salivating.
You know?
Hey, niggas be swerving us, man. Niggas be swerving us, son. I be hoping.
Because if you wanted to go to some real juvenile shit, we can go to some real juvenile shit.
Oh yeah, man. Shit.
That's what you want to do. We can go to some. We try to, you know, we try to obey the angels of our better nature.
Right.
You know, we try to take the higher road. No, but sometimes these niggas just take you out of your zone, man. Like a nigga with a handle, they just remove you. You know, you have to say something, because a lot of times when you say, okay, well, I'm just gonna let that slide, you know, they take that as an invitation,
right,
to keep violating you. You see, and so like my nigga Jay Prince down and Rap-A-Lot say, sometimes, man, you gotta give niggas a courtesy call. Sometimes you gotta give these niggas a courtesy call, man, because they just go too far, man. Go too far. Now, you know, he said all kind of out of pocket shit about me, man, and I didn't say nothing. And he followed me, went from chat room to chat room trolling me. He went from chat room to chat room trolling me, man. And even when I was trying to ignore him, you know, but what he wanted, I mean, I remember when I was on George Maker's channel, he actually wanted me to come and bow down and apologize to him. Apologize to you for what?
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah,
for
yeah,
what?
yeah,
for
yeah,
what?
yeah.
You fuck with me, and I'm supposed to apologize to you for you fucking with me. You know, I'm not, and that's what a lot of these niggas want. They want you to bow down and kiss their ring. You know, you got the wrong dude, man.
God,
you got the wrong dude, dog. I don't kiss rings. I'll cut your fingers off. I will not kiss your rings. I'll cut your hand off at the wrist. I'm not going to kiss your ring. That's not what I do. Now, I will give people their respect and their props and give them their due, but I'm not going to kiss your ring, dog. I'm just not going to do that. And so, you know, if you come out your mouth slick with me, you know, and I let you slide, but at some point, man, I can't let you ice skate, man. I can't let you ice skate on me. I can't do that, because I know I go out of my way to leave people alone. So I can't just let you ice skate on me, dude.
Right.
You know, so whatever you get, nigga, you deserve.
Yo, man, try to tell you, boy, I'm getting maniacal over here, nigga.
Yeah. And you think I was bullshitting when I said it, man. If I know your address, man, I will send them to your spot, man, with a clear conscience. I wasn't bullshitting when I said that, man. I seriously do that shit.
Oh, I know you ain't bullshitting. Oh,
I said, man, I will send them motherfuckers. I will send them to your little hacienda in Mexico.
Oh shit, man!
I will do it, dog. Without a moment's hesitation, I will do it. I'm petty like that, man.
Yeah.
I remember the last nigga that tried some shit like that with me, man. He did some fuck shit to me, man. When the marshals came, he got arrested, his bitch got arrested, and the kids went to CPS.
Damn, son. Karma's a
I
bitch.
do it. I do it. I do it. I do it.
Yeah, man. Okay. This shit, motherfucker. Yeah, man. Niggas, you playing a motherfucker too close, man. You playing a motherfucker too close. Shit. So.
I got skip tracers.
Ooh, that's skip.
I got skip tracers, dog.
Yeah, skip tracers.
I got skip tracers. Don't make me call out the skip tracers. I do it.
Oh shit, man. That's not gonna work when they living in a Astro van, is it?
All I need is the license plate, nigga. All I need is the license plate. I get the license plate number, man. I can run whose name that van is in.
Damn, dog. Mm-hmm. Hey, Chico, man, you might want to watch your back, nigga. Just chill the fuck out, Chico, man.
I'll do it. I will do it, and I don't care what he say. He can call me whatever he want to call me, but you just can't call me Collect.
Draw the blank.
And please don't come in our comment section with that retarded shit, man. Find out what's going on first, man, before you start commenting. You know, find out what's happening, man, before you start running your mouth, man. Find out, because, you know, niggas are famous for that. You know, they come in on the third end of the conversation, you know, and want to make all kind of accusations and statements when they don't know what the hell is going on.
Right.
You know, so it's not that, you know, we're going in and we're picking on this dude, we're calling him out. I'm calling out somebody who's fucking with me, man. I'm calling out somebody who's stepping on my foot, who's trying to fuck over me. No, you standing on my foot, nigga. Get off my foot. I'm addressing somebody who is fucking with me. I'm not fucking with him. I'm over here with my 75 living ghetto fabulous.
Just enjoying life.
Yeah.
And you got this nigga motherfucking just hopscotching and trailing you everywhere you go on YouTube and shit.
Yeah.
What kind of female ass fuck shit is that, man?
I ain't bothering him. I'm letting him. I mean, he's going into other folks' chat rooms and on other folks' channels, trolling other folks, going in, cussing other folks out. You know, and again, this nigga don't. Apparently, I thought I was antisocial, but this nigga don't seem to be able to make no friends anywhere. Because it's apparent that nobody likes this nigga.
At least not too many content creators.
Yeah, not too many content creators actually like this nigga.
But I peeped him, man. He got like a nice little following, man, of, you know, just regular niggas, man. But not too many content creators fuck with him, man.
He got a nice little following of niggas like him.
Right.
Yeah. You know, water seeks its own level.
Right.
So he got, you know, a nice little, shit, I'm getting the buckwheat. A nice little cadre.
Right.
You know, of niggas that's like him. And you know how them Hotep niggas are, man. They, all of them, you know, they roll together like dust balls.
Right.
You know, they you know, the motherfuckers like tumbleweed. They roll together like tumbleweed, man. That's what they do. You know, but I done told you, man, that nobody listens to conscious niggas, man. Nobody pays them any attention, you know. Because again, you know, it's niggatry disguised in a righteous cause or wrapped up under a righteous cause. Everybody knows that shit is dusty. Everybody know that shit is grimy. Nobody pays attention to them. The only time them niggas or anybody even listens to them is when a nigga gets shot or choked out. And you only listen to them for a minute. After you know, they say what they have to say and say fuck the police and say all that shit. Okay, you let them go through their rambling. You know, you let them talk all that shit. You let them cuss out the police. Okay, well, now it's time for you to go sit your ass down somewhere now. Okay, the moment is past. You know, go somewhere and sit down. You know, you look at Tariq. He don't even fuck with the conscious community. That's something.
Yeah.
When Tariq Nasheed don't even fuck with the pro-black conscious community. You know, he don't even fuck with them. So that should tell you something.
Yeah.
You know? So, you know, yeah, so, you know, come on, Chico. Come on now. Come on, Chico.
All right, man. We're going to go ahead and cut it on short, man. We weren't supposed to be on here this long, but you know how we do when we get together, man. You know, we be motherfucking, chopping it up, man. Spit. Jesus.
Say again?
Oh, my God. Hold on, man. My fucking brain is on lock. Yes, do you feel like letting cats know where they can like read your articles or, you know, listen to your solo videos and whatnot, man?
Well, that's a good thing. I'm glad you brought that up, man. I'm glad you brought that up. My articles are on the Negro Manosphere. I have to put one up. I have to respond to Obsidian's dance again because he's back, and I have to respond to him. And so my article's up on the Negro Manosphere. My latest one is Never Play Chess with Pigeons.
Okay.
My next article that's coming out is going to be called Fool's Mate. Fool's Mate is a kind of checkmate in chess for people that are spatially challenged.
Okay.
So that's the clapback coming in reply to Obsidian's bullshit. And so I have that coming out. It's going to be called Fool's Mate. I have there's another channel, man, that I'm starting, man. Another channel I'm starting is going to be called Genosha TV.
Okay.
Genosha TV, man, is going to be a call to the overachievers and the gifted men, black men, not just black men. It's going to be for gifted men of all races.
All right.
It's going to be gifted men that are overachievers. I'm talking about the tech guys. I'm talking about the guys that excel in business, the guys that excel in politics, the guys that excel academically. Whatever your trade or profession or specialty is, that's what it's going to be. Those people will be prominently featured because it's long past time, man, that we actually start celebrating men that excel outside of the standard nigger hobbies.
Okay.
It's time that we start celebrating, the guys that are programmers, that are skilled programmers and hackers. It's time that we celebrate, cats that are really sharp on prepping and survival game. It's time we start celebrating the creme de la creme of guys that are the elite, of their chosen areas. I want to kill that stereotype. I will never use the name. After today, I will never use the word educated lame again.
Okay.
I will never use that word again. I think it's time that we showcase the best and the brightest in the black community. I think it's time that we stop alienating some of the most gifted people that we have in the black community. It's time that we put a spotlight on achievement. So if you're on Wall Street, if you're a banker, if you're a loan officer, if you are a guy in IT, if you're a guy that is has your own business and you excel in the skilled trades, if you're a guy that excels as a political columnist, if you're a guy that excels in, if you're an attorney, if you're a top-notch attorney, if you are a top-notch, if you're an accountant, if you're a CPA, if you are a mathematician, if you are an engineer or scientist, Genosha TV is for you because it's for guys like you that have been shamed out of the mainstream because you have achieved. You have been shamed and alienated from the community because you don't fit into the standard definition of blackness. Genosha TV is for you. It's a place for you, but it's also a place for men of all colors. It's not just going to be just for niggas. It's going to be a place that's open to white male overachievers. It's going to be a place that's open to Hispanic, Asians, all men that are overachievers, and women. I'm not closed because I'm not doing that red pill shit.
Okay.
Don't bring that red. You can be a red pillar, but do not bring that red pill shit to Genosha TV because it's open to all people that excel. Genosha TV is going to be a channel that is devoted to the celebration of intelligence. It is our goal to create a culture where intelligence and excellence is celebrated. Okay. That's what it's going to be for. It is Genosha. Well, why Genosha? Why Genosha? In the X-Men series, Genosha was an island that was maintained on the slave labor of mutants. It was an island that was maintained by the gifts and the mutant powers of enslaved mutants. It was the bedrock of the wealth. Their power, their mutant powers and abilities was the bedrock of the wealth of that island until Magneto took it over and declared it a free and sovereign republic.
Okay.
So That's what I want to create here on YouTube, a free and sovereign republic where the best and brightest can display their skills, where we can talk about, different areas of different communities and subcultures that enrich, empower, and develop, gifted people across all ages, across all races, across all genders, male and female, and if it's a situation to where we elevate our culture and where we're able to compete against what they call the select culture or the mainstream culture, so be it, because the revolution is here. The revolution is here, and we have slinked in the shadows for far too long. So again, this is open to anybody that is an overachiever, that has been looked at as an outcast because they have succeeded. This channel, Genosha TV, is going to be your channel. That's going to be your mutant haven away from the rest of these low IQ Neanderthals.
Man, I think I like that. Hey y'all may not be able to tell, but I'm pretty smart. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge me by my speech patterns. You couldn't have survived for 10 years in the streets without some degree of intelligence. You couldn't have survived in those goddamn prisons if you weren't intelligent. If you didn't have some degree of understanding, an intuitive understanding of human psychology. Oh man, nobody better than me than that.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's what I do.
See, you have forgotten more shit about, pro-black ideology than most of these niggas will ever know. They don't know that. You have forgotten more shit about alternative theologies and spiritual systems than most of them will ever know or remember. They think they're saying some deep shit.
Shit, man.
They think they're saying some deep shit, but really it's really parochial and quite pedestrian.
Yeah.
So it's again, Genosha TV is for those people that are serious thinkers and intellects, and for overachievers, and for people that are successful in their chosen endeavors. That's what Genosha TV is for, and that's going to be the purpose of Genosha TV. It's going to be a nigger-free zone.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, check it out. We on an hour right now, so we're going to go ahead and bounce. And, y'all stay locked to Mackcity, Limits Radio Show, and Power and Strategy, man. And also be on the lookout for Genosha TV, man. We will be advertising that as soon as that opens up. So once again, I don't know, Tony, you was acting like you had some more to say.
No, that's it, man. I'm not talking about Chico no more, man. Fuck that.
Okay.
Chico.
All right, then.
Bye, Chico.
Bye, Chico. Shit. One love, y'all. We out.